Hey y'all, it's Will here at Schedulefly, and today is Tuesday, May 12th. So things are progressing. Some states are starting to open up, some not as much, but there are plans, I think, in place in most states so far, some sort of a tentative schedule. And so these conversations are changing that we're having on the podcast. It's been interesting over the last couple of months. We've done somewhere around 50 of these, and today was the first day that we had an opportunity to speak to somebody in New York City, sort of in the heart of all this, Julian Brizzi. And I highly recommend you listen to his interview just because, first of all, his wife is an ER nurse. So we actually spent the first few minutes just talking about the virus in New York and what she's seen and what's going on there. She actually had it and is fine now, had it early on. She's fine now. And it was also very interesting, of course, to speak to a restaurant owner there in New York City. Julian lives in Brooklyn. His restaurants are nearby in their community. And it's quite fascinating hearing him talk about what's happening and what he thinks will happen, what they're doing now. And just glad to have somebody there to talk to and to kind of get a sense of what's sort of happening at the epicenter of all this. But one thing that's been clear throughout nearly everybody we've spoken to is the ability to adjust and pivot and tweak their business and tinker and try things, and the agility and nimbleness of these small businesses is just fascinating to see how they adjust and then they readjust. Maybe they readjust again based on what's happening, based on the reality on the street, based on policy changes, based on customer demand, and so forth. These folks are staying positive. They're staying optimistic. They know that I think this is key, they know they can't control what they can't control. All they can control is how they handle what's been put in front of them. And we're so proud at Schedulefly to serve such an amazing group of people, independent restaurants that have been hit so hard, who the legislation doesn't really help. And that will probably change, and Julie and I talked about that. But, they're pulling up their bootstraps, and they're just a gritty, hardworking, creative group of people who inspire me. And who are a pleasure to talk to. There's a quote I read a while back, and it pops in my mind every now and then. It hit me today, so I looked it back up, make sure I got it right. It's from a guy named Naval Ravikant. You can find him on Twitter. I think it's just at Naval, Naval. He's got a lot of good stuff. I don't agree with everything he says by any means, but he does have some good, thoughtful quotes that really hit home, and I think this is one that sort of crystallizes what's happening right now and how we all are looking at it. And so here it is. Quote, "Reality is neutral. Our reactions reflect back and create our world. Judge and feel separate and lonely. Anger and lose peace of mind. Cling and live in anxiety. Fantasize and miss the present. Desire and suffer until you have it. Heaven and hell are right here, right now." End quote. Reality is neutral. Our reactions reflect back and create our world. It's fascinating to think about. Stay positive, keep creative, keep making adjustments, keep doing what y'all do because you do it really well, and we need you. Every community that you serve needs you, and we love you. And we'll keep some good content coming. Thank y'all for listening. Give us a rating on iTunes if you think about it. Make a comment would even help even more, only for the sense of helping spread this. We don't have any advertisers, so it's not like we're trying to increase our ad revenue. We just want this podcast to spread around as much as we can. Appreciate y'all. Take care. Thanks. Bye.